Good day everyone, Brad here, and welcome to another Top 5 Disneyland video. Last time I did the 5 most overrated things at Disneyland. I'll post that video down below in case you want to check that one out. But as promised, now I'm going to do the top 5 underrated things. Now, as in the first video, just my opinion on what these things are. I'm sure many will disagree. Many will probably not even like some of the things I have on this list. That's totally fine. I'm hoping also you may learn about some new things here on this list, because some of these things are so underrated that people probably aren't even aware that they exist in Disneyland. Same with the last video. A lot of the background video you see is just stuff I had to add in because I can't get out to the parks and actually film news content for these videos. But we will start now at the bottom of the list, what I think is the number 5 underrated thing at Disneyland. Alright, so first up we have Casey Jr. Circus Train. This one, everyone knows it's there, but the reason it made this list is because so many people prefer the Storybook Canal boats over Casey Jr., which is fine, but I'm not really sure why. I just feel like Casey Jr. is the more entertaining ride of the two. You get the music, it's a little more fast-paced. It's just a lot of fun. Casey Jr. is a great character. Whereas the storybooks, I guess for the younger kids it's good. Slower ride. They get the narration of the buildings and castles and whatnot, which is nice too. So I just feel like everyone flocks to Storybook Canal. It always has the bigger line than Casey Jr. Casey Jr. usually has one of the shorter ones in the park, which I like, but I feel like that makes it kind of underrated. Definitely a great ride though. Alright, number 4. Now we're reaching some foods here. Over in the Tropical Hideaway, which opened not too long ago. They have all of the Dole Whips, which everyone gets in line for. But if you go back a little bit further, they have bao buns. They have 3 different types of bao bun. The chicken, vegetable, and beef. These are my new number 1 favorite snacks at Disneyland. I feel like not enough people enjoy them, or they just don't go out of their way to get them. Like, everyone loves the Disneyland corn dog, with good reason. It's fantastic. Personally, I think the bao buns are even a little bit better, but there's no craze for them. You gotta get the sauce with it, and it's just the best thing ever. And it's very unique, too. Disneyland corn dogs are great, but you can get a corn dog anywhere. But as far as these bao buns go, it's really hard to find a taste like it anywhere else, because they have like almost like an Indian style like cuisine with what they're making these bao buns. It's just really strange. Just one of those things you should definitely try out. I feel like not enough people do, because I can always get in there without waiting in line. Fun tip, if you want to just get bao buns, you can go in probably through the exit and just get the buns and not have to wait in that long Dole Whip line, because that one's always long. Always is. So that's number 4 on the list. Alright, for number 3 we have the Canoes, the Davy Crockett canoes that go around the rivers of America. I feel like this is a lesser known attraction, probably primarily because, one, the entrance isn't really advertised. There's no big sign, no huge like, hey, here's a little queue, line up here. It's just kind of hidden up over by a Hungry Bear. So one, I feel like not a lot of people know where it's at. 2, it's not open throughout the whole day. It's one of those attractions that's only open for a limited time during the day, and I feel like some days it's just not even open, so it has unusual operating hours. So that kind of keeps it off the grid as far as people knowing what it is or like where to ride it. The other thing too, though, and that may turn people off from riding it, is you actually do need to do some physical exercise. You are rowing a boat. It's very kind of an old school ride. I'm kind of amazed they still have something like that where you're out in the water, you're actually doing the work. You don't have like life preservers or anything. It just feels very old school. And with all the safety precautions and things you see nowadays in rides, I'm kind of surprised they still have it. But I'm glad they do, because it's a lot of fun. Same thing with like Tarzan's Treehouse. I feel like a lot of people don't do that because it's just, you've got to walk, do some exercise, you're already walking all day. So I think that might be why people don't do the Canoes, even though it is a very good time. It's actually pretty funny. You got 2 cast members on the forward and aft section. They're the ones that'll help out if things get a little out of control, because again, you all are doing the paddling. I'd recommend riding it 2 times, because you can sit on each side, so you get a workout for each side of your body. Definitely a good ride. Highly recommend it. Check it out next time you're at Disneyland. Alright, number 2, Ghirardelli. Ghirardelli is located in Disney California Adventure over by the Pacific Wharf area. Now I know what you're thinking, Ghirardelli ice cream, it's not a Disney specific thing. They have Ghirardelli out in town. I do agree that that is one of the factors. Take, for example, how some theme parks like Universal Hollywood and Knott's Berry Farm, they have Panda Express in them. I'm not really a fan of that because I'd rather get the theme park food. And Panda Express is everywhere. Ghirardelli, however, those are hard to come by. I've only seen probably 1 or 2 outside of any Disney park. So even though they're not Disney, I do feel like there is that Disney association with Ghirardelli. But the main reason I put it on this list is because if you look at the lines for the ice cream shop on Buena Vista Street or Main Street, always very long, always very popular. Meanwhile, Ghirardelli, not so much. The lines are definitely not as long. It is a little more pricey though, I will say that, but the lines are a lot less. And the ice cream, significantly better. I mean, you just walk in there, and the Ghirardelli, it looks very awesome inside. Like, the theming is really cool. It does have kind of like that Disney touch to it, and the ice cream is, in my opinion, significantly better than what you're getting on Main Street. So that is why Ghirardelli is number 2 on my list. Alright, and for number 1, most underrated thing in all of Disneyland, in my opinion, is the Craftsman Grill. Not Craftsman Bar, the Craftsman Grill. The main reason I'm putting this on this list is because I didn't even know it existed until the last time I went to the park, which was kind of crazy. I've been in the Grand Californian Hotel many times, and this is so tucked away in the back that you don't even know it's there. You see Craftsman Bar and Grill and you think it's just that bar, that pool bar. I thought that was Craftsman Bar and Grill. But no, you keep going into the back area, which looks like it's closed off. And then you have this beautiful little area. It's like a full restaurant. And it's really good for the breakfast portion of the day. Because they have a lot of grab-and-go items, lots of coffees, things of that nature. And that kind of leads into why it's on the list as well, is you take a look at that Starbucks there on Buena Vista Street in California Adventure, and it is a madhouse. It would be faster to go to the Grand Californian, just walk over there, go to Craftsman, get probably a better cup of coffee. They have Joffrey's there, which who doesn't love Joffrey's, and come back into the park. That would be faster than probably waiting in that Starbucks line. It's a better experience, and just they have better desserts as well. They have some really good desserts in there. So highly recommend Craftsman Grill. It is one of those little best kept secrets, I'd say. And the food is amazing too. I should point that out. We had breakfast there, we've had lunch there. A lot of different food items, pretty well rounded. All of it fantastic. In fact, I'd say it's up there in one of my favorite restaurants at Disneyland as well. So, that is going to do it for this list. Do you agree with some of these? Did you not know about some of these? I can understand if you weren't aware of like the Craftsman Grill because it's just so hidden. But let me know what you think, what your favorites are. But that is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. The caravan is moving on.